Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns. Welcome back to the channel. Today, for Share It on a Sunday, the theme is retiring stamp sets. So I've had a look on the retiring list to see which of my stamp sets are retiring. Oh my god, there's ever such a lot, but never mind, because there's lots of new stuff to come. But one of them is this one, Bloom and Grow. And I don't use it very often, but I do really like it, so I don't know why I don't use it very often. But a couple of years ago, I did some side-by-side crafting with Donna Lester from Taffycrafting, who also contributes to Share It on a Sunday. And we both made a double Z fold card, and we used this stamp set. So I thought, well, let's share it on a Sunday, and we're both doing projects for today, and it's a retiring stamp set. So I'm going to rework this card. I'm going to make it slightly bigger than the one we did. And I'm going to use the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper, because that will be retiring when the new catalogue comes out. So let me talk you through it. I'm also going to be using the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I'm very happy to say they're not retiring. I think I would have cried. So to start off with, we need some cardstock, and I'm using Just Jade. And I've decided to make this card a little bit bigger than the last one that I did. So this piece measures it measures 6. Get it right? 6. Yeah, 6 by 11. And just bring my scoreboard in. I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5.5. And then we've got a smaller piece, which is 4 by 10. And we're going to score that one at 4 3/4. Whoops, jumped off the track. 4 3/4 and 7.5. There we go. And that's all the scoring. We'll move that out of the way. So now we need to fold and burnish. And where's my bone folder gone? It seems to have gone walkabout. Bear with me a minute. Found it. So we'll just fold and burnish all these score lines. I'll just rub over the back of that bit where I jumped off the track, get rid of that. So that one will go that way, and this one will come back like that. And that's the smaller piece that's going on the top. And this is the larger piece. So it's exactly the same. And then the two will fit together like that. Okay, fairly easy. Just a simple card, simple fun fold card, but one of my very favourites. So let's put some DSP on it. So as I said, I'm using the Forever Greenery. I'm going to use this one on the larger card because its base is Just Jade. And I'm going to use this one, which is slightly lighter, on the smaller card. And then we'll put we'll do some stamping and a sentiment on a stitched rectangle to go on the front of there. we'll just get some Tombow. So have you had a look at the retiring list? Are you in deep mourning? Or are you not really bothered because there's lots of new stuff coming? I must admit, when I first looked at it, I was thinking, oh my goodness me, it's such a lot. But I did really well last time and I lost hardly anything with the last annual catalogue. So I suppose it's my turn really. And I am losing quite a lot, but there's so much pretty new stuff coming out that I soon got over it. Just shift that over a little bit. It's a bit skew with that. So that, sorry, I didn't tell you the measurements today. That is 5 3/8 by 5 7/8 because I only want a tiny, tiny border. Don't know why, I just only want a tiny border. This DSP is 2 5/8 by 5 7/8. And we'll lay that one. There. And this one's exactly the same size. So all the measurements and the instructions will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on, with links to the projects that Donna and Victoria have both made as well. As I said, Donna is Taffycrafting and Victoria is Vicaloo Designs. Let's do a smaller piece now. Now the larger piece of DSP to go on the front is 4 5/8 by 3 7/8. So we'll add that one to this piece. Now these other two are slightly different, they're not exactly the same. One is slightly wider than the other. So the wider one goes in the middle. So this one's 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. Oops. So if anybody would like a copy of the new catalogue, which I'll be getting supplies of soon, just drop me a message either on my blog or underneath this video and I'll add you to the list. Did I tell you that was 2 3/8, that one? By 3 7/8. I think I did. Right, now the this just now fits onto here. So what you need to do is look and see and try and make it as central as you can to the whole card. That's what I like to do. And then when it opens up, it will stand like that. So if we just put some Tombow on this back section first. They're really easy and quick, these double Z fold cards to make. And people think because you're making a fun fold card it's going to take ages. But it really doesn't. That's about right. Just give that a bit of a smoosh down. And then we'll just put some adhesive on about 1/3 of this. Just enough to tack it down. And just fold that over. And give that a smoosh as well. And we'll leave that glue to dry. So for the stamping, as I said, I'm going to use Bloom and Grow. I've already mounted the stamps that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the You Are Simply Wonderful. And I think it's this flower image and the Thank You from the Bottom of My Heart as well. So what I've done is I've cut out some of this stitched scalloped rectangles. Stitch So Sweetly dies. I think this is the largest one, and this is approximately 4 inches across, and then these two are just over 3, but these two are going to go that way round from there like that, and then this one is going to go on the front. Okay, so I'm only going to stamp on one of the smaller ones because the other one will be for you to write a message. So I'm going to use Just Jade, and that's the only colour I'm going to use. Now obviously I could stamp this in Memento and colour in the flowers, but I really don't like colouring, and I'm really not very good at it either. So I'm going to stamp it all in one colour, and what I've done, you can see, I've mounted the flower and I've put the sentiment directly underneath it, and I'm going to stamp them both together and hope it's right, hope it's straight. Was when I tried it out earlier. Let's turn that over and we'll stamp it that way and make sure we get enough ink on. And I'm using the Stampin' Pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set, so just to give it a bit of give. So I hope my head's not in the way. I'm going to line up the words with the stitching on the bottom of the rectangle. I'll give it a press. There, how pretty is that? So it doesn't really need colouring in. That's my excuse anyway. So then on this one, I'm going to make it a thank you card, but I'm going to put the thank you bit on the inside. So I'm just going to stamp the Thank You from the Bottom of My Heart. In the centre of that one. There we go. I'll close up that ink pad and then I don't stick my fingers in it. So that's going to go there, and then this one will go here for you to write message on, and then this one is going to go here. So these two I'm going to glue down, and the one on the front I'm going to put on dimensionals. So I'm going to turn this sideways so I can line it up properly. So I'll just add some glue to the back of this label, all of these dies. And then we'll add this one. Try and line it up so it's level. And And then we'll add some dimensionals to the back of this. We're nearly done. So as I said, all the details about this card will be over on my blog, craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com, and the link will be there to Taffycrafting and to Vicky Lou Designs to see what they've made this week. Whoops. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd be really grateful if you could click on the red subscribe button and click on the bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. I'm trying to do videos more often. That's like, whoops, I don't stick yet, I'm not ready. Just hover this over the top. Oh, looks about right. We'll press that down. There we go. How pretty is that? So there we go, a double Z fold. That's the profile when it stands up. I think that's really pretty. So we've used Bloom and Grow in Just Jade, Forever Greenery for the DSP, Just Jade for the cardstock, Stitch So Sweetly Dies, and I think that makes a really pretty card. So thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.